Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. My name is Graham Cracker J, and today I want to take y'all on a walk with me. I have this challenge I'm doing on my phone on Samsung Health. They have these challenges that they do monthly where you try and get like points for walking a certain amount of miles in a certain amount of time, and I'm trying to get up to 30,000 steps. But I really like it. You're kind of going against other people in the world, and it's really impossible for me to be like up in like the top rank, because some people already have like 100k steps and it's like literally the first day. I'm like, how? It's literally September 3rd and y'all are at like 500,000 steps. Like, y'all got out there, yo. Y'all got out there. I hear a dog. You gotta be vigilant out here, y'all. All right, so the start of my walk, I actually was doing a test. You know, the personality test. It's like the 16 personalities and stuff like that. And I noticed that I grow so much in that I do change throughout the years. Last year I had gotten a architect personality, and it really did fit, and it fit mainly because I was very introverted last year and to myself. Like, yeah, I still went out with friends, but it wasn't as much as I went out with my friends before my mom died. I think my mom's passing really like put into perspective for me, like, life is really short, and that you do require downtime in this life, because you can overexert yourself. You can give too much of yourself to people. And also it told me to watch who I'm giving myself to, like who I'm giving my time to, and being in that introverted like realm. And I get it, because when you're used to someone being extroverted like I was, and then for me to just shut down the shop, you guys, like, it was just something new to them, you know what I mean? And some people respected it, and some people literally were not having it. They were like, I've gone through certain things, and I needed people. I needed my friends. I didn't shut down the world. And honestly, half the time I wasn't shutting down the world. I was just shutting down that specific person, because they were just too needy. And at that point, all the people who I felt that needed me were my daughter and I. And I've never really honestly gone through such a more heartbreaking situation in my life. Like, when I went to the store, I would be sad, you know. And if I went somewhere that my mom would have liked, or I see something that she would have liked, her favorite color, and anything like that, I was just torn to pieces. But hold on, someone's coming. I don't want to be talking to myself. I'm gonna pause this and come back. I'll probably not remember what I was talking about. Probably will. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna stop it right here, because this hill really kicks my butt. Like, let's really talk about it. Now, my friend and I, we have completely different love languages. She likes to give, and I like time. So, like, with her, she likes to pay for stuff and things like that. And for me, I just like to spend time with people. Like, your gift to me is time, right? Now, here and there, we've had to tell each other, like, let me do this, let me love you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let me love you the way I want to. And I'm like the same way, like, let me love you the way I want to love you too. Like, and there really has to be a very good balance with both of our love languages, because like I said, she's a giver, but she could give too much, and I am a person who loves spending time with people. But she likes to keep to herself at times, you know, and that's perfectly fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with either of us in our love languages. It's just about balance, right? And I realize a lot of people have like this thing where they only think about their love language, and you kind of have to remind them, like, hey, yo, look, yeah, I get it, but like, this is my love language, so we need to meet in the middle somehow. You know, you give me some of your love language, I'll give you some of your love language. And yeah, like, there's got to be that give and take, right? So I watched this video on Instagram and I was crying. This girl texted this man, so what's your love language? And she tells him hers. And he's like, my love language is getting head. And yo, I felt him on that. But I was just cracking the fuck up, because I mean, that is a love language. Because I have a friend who is the touching person, like, that's her love language, and like, she'll always give me hugs. And I had to realize, I was like, okay, let me give in. Because y'all, I be stiff whenever people try to give me hugs. I'm like, okay. I'm getting better at it though. It's childhood trauma. But yeah, like, her and we had to find that balance. And if you're watching, hey boo. But yeah, like, so we had to find that balance. And then whenever we put mine into it, that is spending time. So like, my friend will just come over and like, we'll watch TV together and we'll just be chilling, you know. And before like we got into this routine, we literally had to find that like sweet spot. Like, her, when is touching too much for me, and me, when is me hogging all of her time too much for her, you know what I mean? Self-knowledge is an amazing thing. And another amazing thing is how you respond to others, and how you take in them, and how you see how they move, you know what I mean, and what they like. Because I feel like a lot of people, ooh, smell like weed out here, hello. Other than love languages, you also have to take into account how people's backgrounds are. I've met some people who've had some really rough upbringings, and kind of like city life, you know what I mean? Not even kind of like city life, it's city life, y'all. Oh, I'm about to go up this hill, but I'm gonna talk to you about this. And they handle their issues right away, instead of like waiting on it or thinking about it. They have to nip it in the bud right away, because there's certain situations that you've become so used to being in that if you don't say something, you're gonna just continue to be in it, right? Whereas me, I've lived in some slower areas like South Carolina and Minnesota, to where I've noticed that I can take a little time to think about what I want and how I want to talk about certain situations. It's not like right off the bat, like, oh, you got to do this, or you got to show them that you can't be punked situations. I've lived in California, and I realized that I was very fast to respond because I needed to be. Like, fighting and stuff like that was just something that you just had to be ready for, especially going to school in San Bernardino, y'all. Woo, child. That is a story in itself. But yeah, let me get up this hill, and I'm gonna think about other topics I could talk to you guys about. Hi, Pop Pop. You fat little dog. Oh. But yeah. So reflections for me. I am gonna call myself out, y'all. I've reflected like a mofo a lot and a lot of times because I'm very opinionated, right? But not everything needs my opinion, okay? Now I am gonna give my opinion here and there, but not everything needs my opinion. But I'm gonna give y'all that. I'm gonna call myself out. I have reflected my fears on people. I've reflected my concerns on people, and they didn't even have those concerns because they haven't lived the life I've lived. You know, the experiences that I've experienced with certain situations, they haven't gone through it. And vice versa. People don't have to go through hard times to experience life, right? When you do see people that are doing something and it kind of worries you because you can see the route that they can go, and so you say something, that's a reflection. That's something that you've experienced but they haven't experienced yet. So you're like, no, be careful, don't do that, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you could show your concern, but at the same time, who's to say that they're going to do the same thing as you or experience the same situations as you? Like, if I were to go to college, I have a very, very bad attention span, and if I were to go to college, I would be really like just probably overwhelmed. But someone else says I want to go to college and I'm just like, oh, I mean, it's very overwhelming and stuff like that. Like, that's a reflection that you really do not need to reflect on others. You know what I mean? I have my friend here. I walk with her. She's walking on the other way. But yeah, like, I just want to get through that. But I'm starting to notice people's reflections are not always bad, and that it's not always good either. And to realize when people are reflecting their fears onto me, I think that's really important. But y'all, I'm gonna talk to my friend, so I'm gonna let y'all go. She just walked up on me. I didn't even know she was walking. Hi, puppy. All right, y'all, I'm going up a hill again, but that is fine. I'm gonna take it slow. But I am back. My friend walks her dog, so she like walks around twice. So I got my walks in. I'm at 10,000 steps for now. And yeah, so my friend, she's 61, the one I was just walking with. She asked me what my video was about, and I told her about like love languages and reciprocation and stuff like that. And she added on to it. Basically, she told me that there are certain things that in a relationship we look past because we want a certain lifestyle, or we want things to be the way we imagine it, and we can't do that. She told me, if you see red flags, work on them, talk to them about it. Not just like, don't just run away, you know, because I feel like everybody has red flags. Like, my red flag is I'm the type of person who, actually, I'm not even gonna tell y'all my red flag. Y'all thought. But actually, my red flag right now is thinking that I can walk and talk up this hill. It's overcast, you guys, so it's perfect. It's like not super, super hot out here. But yeah, so she was basically saying to make sure you watch out for red flags, and if they are in your relationship, talk about them with your partner or your friend. And if certain things don't get worked out, or they're still you know, having these red flags, then you definitely want to move accordingly. And when she told me that, I was like, yeah, 100%, you know. And that's just with like love languages. If you're not getting your love language reciprocated, you need to say something, because every human deserves to be loved in the way they feel is best, you know. Now, you can't be loved the exact way that you want to be loved when you're dealing with other people. Only you can love yourself the best you can. But people can make changes. You can make changes in your life to accommodate the other one's love languages, right? But yeah, y'all, I am going to go home now. I appreciate you guys going on this walk with me. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, leave a comment down below. What do you guys think about love languages and what is it, those personality tests? Like, do you guys like to know about yourself, or do you know about yourself without taking a test? It's kind of cool for me to know, like, to read about myself, because there are some things that I do that I really didn't realize I do, but other people tell me I do. Sometimes you just don't know everything about you or how you come off to other people. But yeah, y'all, thanks for watching, and I will see y'all later.